Hi guys, this is FD for Sage5.tv back again with another video, and today we are going to look at Kusama and Polkadot parachains. The Kusama and Polkadot parachains highlighted at the top of this video are as solid as they come among many others. Bear in mind that this video is about Kusama network and its relevance to the wider Polkadot ecosystem. Polkadot will do just fine with or without Kusama, but will do great with Kusama as its canary sidekick. Guys, what I'm sharing with you here today is not financial advice. If you require financial advice, you know what to do. Please approach someone who is trying to give you financial advice. These are just my own views. Also at it, guys, as well, please bear in mind that we're also available on Twitter. Our Twitter handle is right here on the screen. From time to time, we do post some time-sensitive updates. So if you do not want to miss out, please follow us on Twitter to be able to catch some of those updates as and when they are made. So some of the key questions that we are going to try and answer in this video as follows. How effective is Kusama as a Polkadot canary network? What benefits has Kusama brought about to the wider Polkadot ecosystem? Is Kusama still relevant to Polkadot's existence? And what are the best parachains that have emerged from Kusama and either launched or switched to Polkadot? Again, guys, I will appreciate your comments. If you've got what you think are the best parachains that have launched on Kusama and are now on Polkadot, just leave some comments down below and let me know. Let's start with the overview on Kusama. What is Kusama? Developed by Parity Technologies, the same entity responsible for the development of Polkadot, Kusama is an experimental blockchain platform that is designed to provide a massively interoperable and scalable framework for developers. Described by some as Polkadot's canary network, Kusama is built on a multi-chain, heterogeneously-sharded design that uses a nominated proof-of-stake (NPOS) in short consensus mechanism. Everything on Kusama runs at a rapid pace, including the governance process, which is roughly 4 times faster than its sister network, that is Polkadot network. What is Kusama's purpose? It is meant to act as an early experimental version of Polkadot with the sole purpose of allowing teams to deploy and test early releases of their software in preparation for launching on Polkadot. It is also designed to act as Polkadot's canary network by laying the groundwork for Polkadot's own mainnet launch, and I think this has already happened, but it's also doing the same for some of the features that are being tested on Kusama, including the most recently introduced cutting-edge technology in the CXM or cross-consensus messaging passing, which introduced communication between different parachains on the Kusama network, a feature that was eventually launched on Polkadot. And some of the key questions we aim to reflect on later in the video include: how effective is Kusama as a Polkadot canary network? What benefits has Kusama brought about to the wider Polkadot ecosystem? Is it still relevant to Polkadot's existence? What are the best parachains that have emerged from Kusama and either launched on Polkadot or switched to Polkadot completely? So how is Kusama secured? Well, it is built using a nominated proof-of-stake, or NPOS in short, nominated proof-of-stake consensus mechanism, which uses a network of nominators or KSM stakers who elect nodes to participate in transaction validation processes. In return, the nominators are rewarded in the native KSM coin if elected validators are selected to produce blocks in order to secure the network. Dishonest validator nodes lose their stakes through slashing for misbehavior. In keeping with its experimental ethos, the Kusama code base has not been security audited by a third party, making it an extremely risky project to invest in. Again, guys, do your own research. These are just my own views. Okay, now on to the tokenomics. Ticker symbol KSM. Circulating supply 8.47 million KSM. Maximum supply, there's no hard cap, so it's inflationary. Current total supply is sitting at 9.65 million. KSM token use cases. Well, the KSM token can be bonded to the network to validate transactions or to launch a new parachain via problem funding. You can also settle transactions and messaging fees using the KSM coin. The KSM coin is also used for voting during governance processes or to nominate validators. So how effective has Kusama been to Polkadot thus far? Well, it started well with parachains such as Moonriver, a layer 1 EVM compatible blockchain, and led to its sister parachain on Polkadot, that is Moonbeam. Both have been successful thus far based on the number of projects that have onboarded and how their separate ecosystems have grown since launch. There is also Karura, a layer 1 Kusama DeFi hub, and Akala network, its sibling on Polkadot. Except for the ongoing issues with Akala's AUSD depegging, the latter, that is Akala, was on an upward trajectory as far as ecosystem growth is concerned, with plenty of integrations. Kusama also gave us the Remark.app, a Kusama NFT standard that is promising to deliver on a different trend of NFTs, that is dynamic, composable NFTs within the Dotsama ecosystem. Remark.app is not a parachain but an NFT standard, therefore does not have a similar parachain or protocol on Polkadot. It came from Kusama, but I also believe it can be ported. I don't know if the technology is ready yet. Again, if it's incorrect, guys, comment down below and let me know. Whilst you're down there, guys, don't forget to click like and subscribe as well as smash that notification bell. There are certainly a lot more Kusama and Polkadot parachain pairings that are or have done well since launch, but the strongest parachains will come out of the current bear market stronger than ever. Unfortunately, a few parachains will survive this bear market. That's just a fact of life. Some will never come back. They are going to just die away. Which ones do you think will come out on top? Which ones do you think will come out the other side of the current bear market? If you want our opinion, well, subscribe to our channel so as not to miss out on such kind of announcement. We'll be doing some announcements as we proceed. For now, we're just covering where we are, status quo, but at some point we'll be doing deep dive reviews to see which parachains have lost tractions and which ones we do believe are not coming back. In fact, we've got a video we did a while ago. See down below, there is a video we did that we used a romance theme where you could choose to date, marry, or dump the Kusama parachain. So if you're interested in seeing our views from that time, please click the link down below and see what our views were a few months back. But those views will change with time. They are not going to stay the same because the crypto space is an ever-changing space. Okay, there's certainly a lot more Kusama and Polkadot parachain pairings. We also have one called Bit.country, which is a unique NFT parachain on Kusama with a corresponding parachain on Polkadot named Metaverse.network. The Metaverse.network is promising to be one of the best metaverse projects out there when it fully launches, that is. So far, the speed at which developments have been taking place has been very slow, but then again, these things do take time, so patience is always encouraged. Another successful parachain pairing is between Altair and Centrifuge, the gateway for real-world access to the blockchain multiverse. Altair is a Kusama parachain and Centrifuge is in Polkadot. And then let's not forget Kala Network and Fala Network, who also form part of our 2K to 100K challenge. Fala Network is a privacy-preserving cloud computing service. Kala Network and Fala Network form yet another great parachain pairing between Kusama and Polkadot. From a selection of parachains that we've just covered so far, one can tell that the R&D function for Kusama is alive and has been in use at least on this particular project. However, there is a new trend developing where some Polkadot parachains are launching directly on Polkadot network without utilizing the experimental functionality offered by Kusama. Examples include projects like Polkadex and Affinity developed by Engine. Now let's move on to some of the benefits brought to the Polkadot network by Kusama. Of course, the number one is going to be the canary effect. Not many cryptocurrency blockchain projects benefit from a decentralized real-world playground where new innovations are tested in real-world settings, that is, tested in same environments they will be applied. This is a huge advantage over other crypto projects for Polkadot. The message to crypto investors here is clear though. Kusama is an experimental blockchain. Enter at your own risk. However, sometimes high risk translates to high rewards, as was testified by those who participated in the early Kusama parachain auction discovered with Moonriver, Moonbeamer's so-called canary network. At its very peak, the MOVE token, which is the ticker symbol for Moonriver network, the MOVE token reached around $500 each. Now, for those who participated during the parachain auction, for every KSM contributed, they got 14 MOVE tokens, and that equates to approximately $7,000 return on one KSM. Mind you, KSM at that time was probably going for around $300 to $400, so that is still a massive return. It's more than a 10x. Okay, you can do the math. On a more fundamental level, well over 50 decentralized applications have launched on Moonriver, as well as many integrations with other parachains. Over at Moonbeam, there are over 200 decentralized applications, integrations, and new projects built or are currently building on Moonbeam. Most of these are utilizing technology that has already been trialed and experimented upon under the real-world settings on Moonriver. This technology has now moved on to Polkadot. There are many such examples where the canary effect has worked wonders and is starting to pay off. The other benefit involves the low entry threshold for projects launching on Kusama. With low entry threshold for bonding KSM through the parachain auctions and a shorter listing period of up to 12 months, Kusama offers new projects a quick path to experimentation, which could also translate to quick to market where things have gone well on Polkadot, that is. There is also access to lots of liquidity from the whole Polkadot ecosystem for new projects, so you're not coming or joining a dry ecosystem. There will be plenty of liquidity just floating around within the Polkadot ecosystem. Kusama is built predominantly for developers that want to launch bold, ambitious projects with a fast evolving pace of development, which creates a continuous culture of innovation. It also means that the whole Polkadot ecosystem can boast of quick to market as a unique selling point to both developers and investors alike. So that is a strong USP as well, because they've got a rolling R&D function in Kusama. There's also blockchain-wide infrastructural upgrades on Polkadot that get tested on Kusama first in full support of Polkadot's safety-first approach. Also, the looser rules on Kusama allow projects developers flexibility to develop and test their new creations prior to launch on the more commercial-leaning Polkadot network. Another potential advantage for starting a project on Kusama is that it allows Polkadot projects to build a user base and gain traction in the community before the official launch. On Kusama, it takes 7 days to vote on a referendum and 8 days to implement changes after the votes, compared to Polkadot's 1 month for each stage. So it's 2 months in total. 1 month for a referendum vote and then another month to implement the changes. So you can see the difference, quick to market narrative there. Okay, so is Kusama network still relevant to Polkadot's existence? Well, just based on the benefits discussed earlier in this video that bring additional value to Polkadot, it is still the case that Kusama is still very relevant to Polkadot's existence. If we use our earlier example of Moonriver and Moonbeam, you can tell that Moonbeam has greatly benefited from a growing ecosystem and community from Moonriver's success on Kusama. Plenty of projects have also migrated from Ethereum to Moonriver first prior to moving to Polkadot's Moonbeam, thereby testing the EVM compatibility on offer prior to official launch. Talking of bold, ambitious projects launching on Kusama, one is good to consider Remark.app, a Kusama NFT standard. With Remark.app, NFTs are composable, which makes them dynamic, and NFTs can also own or equip other NFTs. That alone should give a hint on what's coming in the world of NFTs in the not so distant future. Being quick to market also is a strength in any business walk of life, as long as the products and services on offer are secured and not putting investors' funds at risk. This attribute remains critical today as it was from conception of Kusama and Polkadot networks. Any changes to, say, the relay chain get tested on Kusama prior to being implemented on Polkadot, thereby preserving investor funds and resources. Now, on to some of the concerns with regards to Kusama's relevance. There's always that you want to create a balanced story or narrative. 3 of the benefits we highlighted earlier are at risk of disappearing from Polkadot ecosystem as a whole. And before you say anything, please, guys, hear me out. Let us start with the canary effect. A number of the latest parachains on Kusama as well as on Polkadot are starting to offer some ridiculous rewards for participants to parachain auctions. Why? Because in a bear market, there's little competition for auction slots, and a project can win a slot just by turning up if there's no one competing with it. Other projects are choosing to launch their parachain slot auctions by self-funding their applications. That is well and good, but will have ramifications for the other 2 previously listed benefits earlier in this video. And one of them is community and ecosystem growth. For projects either ignoring the community element, that is not building a community by offering generous rewards to early participants, there is a risk that once launched, there isn't a community to build upon and to drive the project's narrative further. Even great projects still depend on an element of hype for liftoff. When they're just starting, you need that hype element. In addition, where there is a minimum incentive to join a particular project or ecosystem, investors will vote with their wallets and go where they are rewarded the most. Mind you, when you are investing in, say, Kusama, you are having to lock your KSM tokens for 12 months. And if it is on Polkadot, it's even worse because you're having to lock away your dot coins for about 2 years. So that is a lot of commitment. You can go through a price pump or a period of price uptrends and you can't sell because your coins are locked. So projects, I think they need to consider that. Also, do not underestimate the initial traction required to gain a following. A strong base is always a prerequisite in crypto space. If a project is new, you need the traction. Finally, without a decent community that believes in the project, which includes developers and users alike, the journey could be treacherous for new projects. There are quite a few that have failed at the first attempt. Look around, there are some great projects that were launched with huge VC funding or huge project team allocations. For me, I just call it teams being greedy. And those failed to live up to the hype and up to their full potential. The latest cohort of crypto investors has wised up a little bit. They are saying no to exit liquidity scams or being bag holders to seed and private investors, which includes most VCs or venture capitalists. Now, what is it going to be? Comments down below, guys, and let us know. So, what are the best parachains that have emerged from Kusama and either launched or switched to Polkadot? It is always a great idea to look at those projects that have a well-developed community following and a growing ecosystem with genuine products and service offering, and not just some regurgitated shit around money printing with unjustifiable APY returns without any underlying and solid product offering. There are plenty of projects like these within the Kusama and Polkadot network. Be a smart investor and not let your investment be diluted by some coins and tokens printed from thin air for the sole purpose of taking away your hard-earned cash. Plenty of examples. Again, guys, this is not financial advice. What do you guys think? Do you think Kusama network has got more traction from where it is today? Not just the value of the KMS token here that I'm talking about. I'm talking about the fundamentals. Do you think it's got plenty of traction? Of course, if you've got traction on fundamentals, that's going to have a knock-on effect on the price of the KSM token as well. Which projects have caught your eye on Kusama? What are your thoughts to some of the concerns we've raised in this video, and how could these be resolved? Comment down below, guys, and let us know your feedback. Maybe someone from Polkadot might just come past our video or might just skim through our video and find your comments. You never know. Comment down below, guys, and let us know. Until next time, this is FD, your host for today's update on Kusama and Polkadot networks. Until next time, bye for now.